วันนี้เราไปพูดคุยกับผู้บริหารสูงสุดด้านเทคโนโลยีของ SCB TechX กันครับบทบาทของ CTO ในปัจจุบันคืออะไรสร้างโอกาสในโลกดิจิทัลอย่างไรและที่สำคัญคือการเปลี่ยนผ่านด้านดิจิทัลของประเทศไทยมีอะไรที่ท้าทายบ้างเดี๋ยวเราไปคุยกับเขากันนะครับมิสเตอร์โจนาธานชาร์ปครับทุกวันนี้องค์กรชั้นนำทั้งหลายต่างก็อยากเปลี่ยนผ่านองค์กรของตัวเองเป็นบริษัทเทคโนโลยีกันทั้งนั้นครับเพราะเราเข้าสู่ยุคเศรษฐกิจดิจิทัลที่มีเทคโนโลยีเป็นตัวขับเคลื่อนบทบาทของผู้บริหารสูงสุดด้านเทคโนโลยีหรือ CTO จึงสำคัญอย่างมากไม่เพียงแต่ก้าวให้ทันการเปลี่ยนแปลงเท่านั้นยังต้องช่วยสร้างโอกาสทางธุรกิจด้วย
CTO is Chief Technology Officer and they're typically responsible for helping companies transform their customer experience through technology. So in my role, I'm responsible for all of the engineering, quality, cybersecurity technologies within SCB TechX. Technology is constantly changing, and I think now more than ever, the pace of change in technology is really exponential. And that is putting a lot of demands onto organizations and CTOs alike to be constantly learning the latest and greatest and how we can apply that to solve customer challenges and business opportunities. So there is a lot to keep up with, and it's new every day, really. I think today, if you think about really what's driving the digital business transformation to the top of agendas for virtually every company, two key factors. One, the customer expectations. So customers today are increasingly used to convenience, speed, seamless experience, and that's all fueled fundamentally through advancements in technology. I think secondly, the COVID pandemic has propelled that even further, right? Customers and people around the world have become used to these digital services at their convenience, always on, always available, making their lives easier. So all of that translates into really every company needing to be a technology company. I think that the challenge for all companies is to increasingly become tech companies. So again, if you want to serve your customers, if you want to have an experience that is going to compete with some of these big tech players that are getting into many different sectors, you have to have that core muscle around engineering and technology, or you will not be able to produce compelling experience, compelling product that will be able to compete, particularly with those big tech.
เราได้ยินคำว่า Digital Transformation หรือการเปลี่ยนผ่านดิจิทัลมาพักใหญ่แล้วนะครับซึ่งไม่ใช่ทุกองค์กรที่จะก้าวข้ามไปได้อย่างราบรื่นลองฟังในมุมของ SCB TechX ดูครับ We kept talking about digital transformation for how could I say many years. Do you really think that this world, this planet has already digitally transformed?
Great question. Very good question. I would say, at least in the last few decades, I can speak personally as a consumer. We all can.
Sure.
I think it has changed quite dramatically. If you think about how people shop today, how you access financial services, how we think about travel, how we think about virtual experiences, those are all different than they were 5, 10, 15 years ago. So indeed, I believe that the world has transformed and it will continue to do so. And back to the earlier point, the pace of change and innovation is not plateauing, it's accelerating, if nothing else.
All right. Some people say digital transformation is a never-ending task. Agree with that?
100%. And I think it's really important that organizations, whether you consider yourself a technology organization or not, that you develop some of those core capabilities and skills to sustain a agenda of transformation through digital. So within SCB TechX, for example, we place a high premium on some core, what we call ABCDs of technology. So these are AI and machine learning, blockchain, cloud, and data are some of the key ingredients that, again, every organization needs to have a strong skill base in to sustain that digital transformation agenda.
When we talk about digital transformation, how could we start? Could we start with infrastructure, a huge amount of money, or anything that you want to add the comment?
Really good question. I think a few important points. One would be it's never too late to start. Right?
Really?
If you're not,
even this year, 2022?
It's never too late to start. If you haven't, you should really be thinking about it quite seriously now. I think from my perspective, as a business owner myself in the past, I would start with the customer first. I probably wouldn't tackle it from the infrastructure up, but really think about how you can deliver a differentiated customer experience, again, through technology. And that will help you start to think about some of the steps you may need to take in terms of capabilities, partners, technologies that you need to offer that, again, differentiated customer experience. So I think that's how many firms can make an easy start to getting on this journey.
โจทย์ที่สำคัญของ SCB TechX คือการสร้างการเปลี่ยนแปลงให้กับระบบนิเวศเทคโนโลยีการเงินของไทยและภูมิภาคนี้ซึ่งคุณโจนาธานมองว่ายังมีโอกาสที่จะเติบโตอีกมากนอกจากเทคโนโลยีที่ดีแล้วยังต้องมีทีมคนเก่งที่ใช่อีกด้วย
SCB TechX is a joint venture between SCB and Publicis Sapient.
Right.
Publicis Sapient is a global digital business transformation firm. And I have come from Publicis Sapient to join SCB TechX. And the intent there is to really fuse the amazing footprint and quality and capability that SCB has with the talent and global partnership of Publicis Sapient and bring those two together to really help transform the Thai market and beyond. We see an immense amount of business opportunity in Thailand and across the region. We think about, again, what's happening in commerce, for example. The Thai market is, some say expected to grow to something on the order of 50 billion US plus in terms of GMV by 2025. That's a huge pie to get at for many different companies, whether it's in travel and hospitality, right, whether it's in food delivery, whether it's in financial services. So we see an immense amount of opportunity in Thailand and across the region. SCB TechX, we offer a variety of different services and we have a variety of different capabilities. And one of them really is in terms of some of the products and platforms that we're developing for financial services sector, in Thailand and beyond. So we're investing in developing our own product in terms of ability to offer lending solutions, to travel and hospitality solutions, to many other capabilities which financial services firms here in Thailand and elsewhere can take advantage of. So we're developing a suite of platforms and products which we can take to the sector. The competition for talent has never been harder, and obviously having the right talent with the right skill sets, whether it's in service design, architecture, great developers, cybersecurity experts, is foundational to really having a successful technology company. And those skill sets are not always in great supply. There's a lot of competition There's a lot of challenges with things like compensation, challenges with things like really having an attractive place that people want to work at is a big challenge, I think, for many organizations here in Thailand and elsewhere. Within SCB TechX, we have a few different areas that we invest in specifically to help attract and retain the best talent. One is really around our employee training and development programs, right? So we're constantly investing in helping our staff continue to upskill. Secondly, we have a team that's dedicated to developer and technology advocacy. So these are folks who are really understanding how we can make the experience for our engineers the best anywhere. And then thirdly, we do invest in outreach to universities here in Thailand to really help recruit and get access to some of that best talent early in their careers so that we can help grow them within the company. So it's an incredibly important topic. It's a big challenge for many organizations, and it's a top priority for SCB TechX to get right.
ในฐานะคน IT ที่ทำงานมากว่า 25 ปี และมีบทบาทเป็น CTO ขององค์กรชั้นนำสิ่งที่เขาได้เรียนรู้และมุมมองที่มีต่อโลกเทคโนโลยีในอนาคตคืออะไรกันแน่คำตอบน่าสนใจทีเดียวครับ
I think I've learned a few important things over the last 25 years in IT and technology. I think first and foremost, it's more than anything else, it's about the people. And the technology is going to continue to change. That's a fact. Having the right people and having that team that is hungry to learn, that constantly wants to push the boundaries, that wants to accelerate and do the next, is the secret ingredient, I think, to having a successful company, whether technology or not, in today's age. So I think that's likely the most important thing from my experience.
ขอบพระคุณคุณผู้ชมทุกท่านที่ติดตามรายการ TNN Startup นะครับ ฝากคุณผู้ชมกดกระดิ่ง กดไลค์ กดแชร์ และกด Subscribe ทุกช่องทางออนไลน์ของ TNN ช่อง 16 เพื่อให้คุณไม่พลาดกับการรับชมรายการสด และวิดีโอคอนเทนต์ที่น่าสนใจจาก TNN ที่เราเสิร์ฟตลอดทั้งวันครับ